Good evening. My name is Father Joseph Ilo, the pastor here at the parish, and I have I'm really appreciative of Father Young providing this Mass for us. This weekend is AAA, Archdiocesan Annual Appeal Sunday, and so what the ushers are passing out to you now are the brochures from the Archdiocese to make this appeal. What is the appeal? Once a year, we all contribute gifts to the Archbishop of this diocese that he may exercise his work as Archbishop and fund all of the offices and works of the Archdiocese. There are many uses that this money is put to. For example, the supporting of poorer parishes that can't meet their budgetary needs. So some parishes and schools in the Mission District, for example, that rely on subsidies from the Archdiocese. All of the buildings of the Archdiocese need to be maintained, and a lot of that is done in the building department of the Archdiocese. One of the most beautiful works of the Archdiocese is educating new priests, so training our seminarians. This parish has one man in the seminary and 2 are entering this coming fall, and we have 2 others going into the Dominicans from this parish. So 5 men in the seminary, 2 or 3 of them in the Diocesan Seminary in Menlo Park, St. Patrick's. Cost of educating a seminarian is about $45,000 a year. And so we are happy to help pay for that education. So I'm going to ask you to dig in your pocketbooks for a pen and with me fill out this form. Even if you don't think you might be able to give a large gift, I ask you to consider giving some kind of gift to the Archdiocese. If you've never given $10 a month, would be $100 a year over 10 months, and that's a good little gift. Consider becoming part of the 1% Club here at the parish. Our goal is $67,000, and so that's $670, 1% of the total goal. I do that myself every year. I've already actually filled mine out and submitted my check to the Archdiocese for $670. We have a banquet for those who are able to give that in May, and we welcome you to that. And so I just think of my $670 a year to the Archdiocese going towards the education of our seminarian, Cameron Paulette. I'm happy to give my little part of his $45,000 a year. And then we have 2 others in the seminary as well. So even if you're thinking of making a gift, think of it as educating our men to provide the Mass and the sacraments for the next 40 or 50 years of their lives as priests. The form, so let's take a look at this form right now. If you could all pull this out, and if you have a pen or does anybody need a pen or a pencil? If you do, raise your hand. Or if you didn't get one of these brochures, raise your hand as well. And Ed will help you with that. So, filling out this form, the donor information on the white side, where it says your parish, Star of the Sea, SF, unless of course your main parish is somewhere else, or you're a guest. But our parish is Star of the Sea, SF, because there's another Star of the Sea in Sausalito. And of course we want to get credit for what we give. By the way, why does the Archbishop do this in Lent? Well, he's a little clever, of course. This is the season of almsgiving. And so giving alms, yes, to our Archbishop, a good and faithful Archbishop, especially in this Archdiocese, is a great way to give alms. Next, we would fill out our names, address, city, state, and zip code. And so let's just take a little time to fill those out. And it's important just to update our database every year. This little exercise helps us keep people's, especially cell phone numbers. If you could write your cell phone in that section, that'll help us. People often call wanting a priest for last rites or some other reason for the sacraments and forget to leave their number, or we can't understand their telephone number, but if we have your name in our database, we can reach you. So your cell phone number, even if you think we have your information, it's good to write it again. And then your email. It's always a challenge to have people's current emails, and that's a good way that we communicate with people. Once you've filled out your donor information part, then there are a couple of ways to make a gift to the Archbishop. First, a one-time gift. You could even write a check tonight and put it into the envelope, or put cash in, or write your credit card information down. That's option one. Option two, make a pledge over 10 months. And there's a little box there. So if you made a gift of $1,000, it would be $100 a month. Gift of $5,000, obviously $500 a month. And you would write that pledge amount, and if you enclose any in the second line. You can also donate online, although the credit card companies take a little bit off the top if you do that. But if that's more convenient, you can go on our parish website or the Archdiocesan website. And finally, another option is to donate stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. So if you have this filled out, you can put it into the offering basket during the collection, or you can take it home and pray about it and think about it, and bring it back next week, or mail it into the Archdiocese, or bring it into the office. Lots of ways. Obviously, the Archdiocese will take our money any way we want to give it to them. So once again, our goal is $67,000, and for the last 3 years, we've easily exceeded those goals, and I hope to do the same this year. It's important that everyone participate in some way. That is simple almsgiving, a simple Christian requirement of our faith. And so let this be part of your almsgiving to support our good and holy Archbishop and the people that work for him. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Quod ad me te